What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are currently heading from Omaha to Lincoln right now. We are heading to the Honda of Lincoln car show down in like southwest Lincoln. So this is the first time that I've had the Charger on the highway going a long distance in a while. I've had plenty of upgrades since then, but I've got a leaking transmission right now that's a little bit worrying. So this is going to be a good test to see, how the car is. We're only doing about 100 miles today, but like I said, that's about the longest this thing's driven in a long time. So yeah, this should be pretty interesting. Just to brush up on that transmission, that is something that I'm not really worried about. I kind of have an idea as to how much it's leaking. I just don't want it to start leaking more. That's a possibility. I built this car. I'm an idiot. I could have done something. So a little worried about that, but I don't foresee a problem with it. Another point of concern, not really concerned, but as you can see, my speedometer cable is not working well. It's not connected right now. And I actually did that when I was troubleshooting what was going on with the transmission as far as leaking. Put a block-off plate on the speedometer gear and never hooked that back up. So we're going by tachometer speed now. So that'll be great. Hopefully I don't mess up and get pulled over. But yeah, right now it's just a pretty decent cruise. It's a little toasty inside. I got the little winglets closed just so I can, talk to you guys so you can hear me better. It's getting a little warm, but it's overall going to be a great day out, so I don't expect any overheating issues, nothing like that, but we'll see how it goes. Our first little checkpoint, I guess you could say, is Ashland. Taking the highway just to, keep the speeds down. Hopefully nothing happens. But really, nothing's going on right now. I've taken it out here a time or two before. Got the SAC Museum not far away, so I've taken this to a car show there, and no problems then, so wasn't expecting any problems now. After this, though, that's when we get to the unknown. So hopefully this goes just as smoothly as the last time I went this way, but time to find out. Down now, just went through Greenwood. Now we got Waverly next, which is like 10 miles, something like that. And then after that, we'll be in Lincoln. Once we're in Lincoln, I'm not too worried about anything happening. It's just the long roads of constant, driving is nothing this car is used to right now. So as we're sitting though, it's totally fine. It's nice and cool in here now that I got these little wings open. AC the way God intended, and yeah, we're just cruising. We're just buying a slow car, but I ain't worried about going fast right now, so definitely getting a lot of looks, that's for sure. But all right, let's keep going. So one thing I forgot to mention, well, at least I don't think I've mentioned it yet, I did put a full exhaust back on this thing. Now I mainly did that just because when you got the exhaust exit right next to your ear, it gets pretty loud. So I threw the full exhaust back on, and that took care of a lot of it. There's still quite a bit of drone in here, though. It's better, don't get me wrong, but there's still quite a bit of drone. So as you can tell, I'm having to talk over it. But other than that, there's nothing really too much different. So we're just kind of doing a stress test right now.
That's good. Oh.
No, you're not getting away. All right, so we made it to Lincoln. Really wasn't too bad going through Lincoln. Just a couple of hiccups, of course, idiot drivers, but what do you expect? I got it filled up. I grabbed the receipt, that way I can figure out how many miles per gallon I got. I'm gonna put it right here now. Perfect. I also got the camera set up. That way when we get to the show, I can, catch people's attention, or get their reaction to the car. Is there gonna be any? I have no idea, but it's fun to do it either way. At least get some footage for you. But yeah, we got another, 5-10 minutes before we get there. So no leaks. I say that, and I'm probably gonna start leaking like crazy once we get there, but fingers crossed it stays that way. So I do look so good. It's freaking nice out, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, I'll see you guys there. And with that, we made it to the show. Now, this show is actually pretty dang perfect. The weather was absolutely gorgeous. I don't think it got above 75 the entire time we were there. And there was the perfect amount of cars in that you could go through and there was so much to see, but it wasn't so much to where you felt like you had to get going to the next vehicle in order to reach all of them in time. Now, the variety was definitely there too. Plenty of domestic, classic muscle cars, modern muscle cars, a lot of imports, of course, being a Honda show, as well as a couple of trucks and even a few exotics too. It just made it a very well-rounded show, and it was actually a very entertaining show to be at. And I actually used to live close by to this dealership, so I was around for the first show that they did for this, and it has grown substantially. I mean, when I was there, I got an award, and they didn't even have one for my class. I got one from a different class that they gave to me. But all in all, the Charger made it just fine. I did leak a little bit, but that was kind of expected for myself. Nothing major breaking down. It was such a comfortable ride. And that's really why I did this. I wanted to test the vehicle and see how it would go and if it would hold up to, getting down to Lincoln for some other shows. And it absolutely proved that it can do it. But while we were there, I decided to have a little bit of fun. Now, I set up my camera in the very corner of the engine bay, and I wanted to catch people's reactions when they saw the car.
Beautifully. Yeah. They put a high-rise intake on it? Oh my god. Another Charger. Huh? There's another Charger. Look at that motherfucker. That's a big block. What? Big boy. Oh, I was You did bring it here? Yeah. I told him to come. No, I promised that. Bring it right back. That is a high-rise single-point intake. It's not. Yep. $2,000 right there, $2,900. Yep. It's a grease ball. Yep. So, yeah, it's a big block. Only 440. You can't tell. Sweet. 440. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Big fucking block. Yeah.
Where? I want to say mean things, but I don't see it. You don't see it? No. Oh. Oh, that's not a 350 small block or a 454. Oh.
Right, it's better.
Oh,
God, this thing is just incredible. You just saw it, 69 Charger back over there, Land Yacht, code name. Congratulations, you are one of Honda's favorites. Congratulations, brother. No problem. There you go. Yeah. Thank you, sir. No problem at all. Very good. Give it up, Ryan. Congratulations. 69 Charger. 2 more left. Last 2 awards go to Jeremy and his Lotus.
Say woo.
Jeremy and Lotus.
Well, I picked up a passenger. Just like that, with our newfound award, we are on our way home. Although, like I said, I'm not really worried about the award, I'm just happy to have a running and driving vehicle. This thing has taken me 5 years to get to where it is now, and I could not be any happier with it. Just to say that I have this car is a right in and of itself.
Alright, we just made it through Lincoln and we're almost to Waverly right now. Really, the Lincoln driving was not that bad, but yeah, we are almost to our first checkpoint as far as getting home, so it's really doing totally fine. I am astonished that nothing's going on, and I hope I don't eat those words, but this is pretty relaxing now. You know, one thing I've noticed, and I didn't even think about it till now, there is so much less vibration in the car too, and I can almost guarantee that's because of how I had the exhaust set up last time. It was basically bolted straight to the floor pan right underneath my seat. So this is such a comfortable ride now, especially with these Brom seats. These are so good. But this car has come a long way, and I am so proud of how this thing is now. I mean, obviously other people think the same, because I got that, but I just am astonished with how this car is now. Absolutely amazing. You ain't from Nebraska if you ain't done this before. But seriously, at least it gives the car a chance to chill out a little bit. I'm sure it'd be fine. TRX. I'm sure it'd be fine if we just went the whole way, but you know, it helps. We're stopped almost to Gretna. I am gonna have to do something to the exhaust because, yeah, my ears are hurting. So I'm gonna have to figure out if something's tapping or what. But other than that, we're doing great. Look at them meats. God damn. We're on the home stretch. I could not be any more happy with this thing. This thing has performed so well. I have had basically zero problems with it. I really need to hook up my breather for the engine because I can smell oil every time I hit the gas, which, you know, might be a problem with, you know, the rings, maybe some blow-by, but either way, I'm not gonna really look into that until I get that breather set up correctly, and then I'll look at it if I keep smelling it. Other than that, really, the engine doesn't leak oil all that much. There's like maybe a drip a week. So, yeah, we're almost home. I am surprised this thing's doing so well. I just got a wave from an old lady in a Prius. I'm not sure how I should feel about that. I don't know. That one, right up there. Yeah, I don't know how I should feel about that.
Look at this thing. Oh, that's so cool. We made it back. I am thoroughly amazed with how this thing was the entire ride. No problems at all, other than my ears. Not that they hurt, but got that little whoop, 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 whoop. There was a lot of bass in the car, and I'm not sure. It might be the muffler, but you know, Black Widow prides themselves on that. So I'm not sure if I've got like, you know, tailpipes hitting the frame or something like that, but other than that, this thing was beautiful. It was an amazing day out, absolutely gorgeous day, and I didn't get hot in the car, which is a big problem with this thing because the insulation, there is none from the firewall. So yeah, I am thoroughly pleased with how today went. Huge shout out to Honda of Lincoln. They put on an amazing show, and yeah, that was very worth it to go down there from Omaha. So I guess I'm just going to leave it off there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next video.